Thank you.
Toastmaster Rajneesh. Mentorship, Toastmaster Rajneesh.
Thank you. I was wrong. These were the word of CEO of Microsoft Satya Nadella in year 2018 in front of all the leaders of the world. What do you think about that? One of the topmost companies CEO is saying I was wrong. He joined 2014 as a CEO of the Microsoft, and he was on the top of the world at that point of time when he picked up that particular role. And after 4 years, he's saying he was wrong. Why he was wrong? At the 2014, he told, I have a great team, genius people, and most ambitious people in the team. And he was thinking he will be flawlessly, easily be progressing into that particular position. Why he was wrong? Because there was no collaboration between the people, between the teams in the Microsoft. Have you seen a cartoon of Microsoft? Any point of time, every department is gunning each other, pointing the guns at each other. It's a very famous cartoon, if you see that. So you can say that people, the world was knowing there are a lot of competition in between in the organization there. So after that, what happened? Now, if you see at the Microsoft, it is still on the top of the world, right? It is progressing. They themselves improved. They themselves corrected. How they corrected it? If you see Satya Nadella, he has not only one mentor. There are a lot of mentors he was following. So one was the Bill Gates itself. Bill Gates was mentoring him, and there is a another mentor called Greg Mundy. He was veteran in the Microsoft, oldest employee of the Microsoft, who guided him how to traverse to the next path. So you can see that how the mentor, helping the people, the great people in the world. So this is the one of the example I am telling you. The another thing, if you see Sundar Pichai, who was his mentor, there is a person called Eric Smith, if you know, he was mentoring him. Still, Eric Smith is the top of the world. If you see any forecast is coming about the technology, it is coming from his mouth. He's not there in any of the corporate world right now, but Eric Smith is again still a top of the world in the technology. Right? Have you heard of the Indra Nooyi? Who was she? Co-founder of PepsiCo. And who was her mentor? Jack Welch. You know Jack Welch? CEO of GE, General Electric. So, you know, some point of time we think ourselves that, we are great, we are genius, right? We can do everything by ourselves, right? But we need to take the help of others, definitely. Right? So I remember when I was in my childhood, I used to go to the school, colleges, and we had teachers for a particular subject. And right now, at the corporate level, we look around coaches for a particular soft skill or particular technical skill, right? But have you seen mentors who knows everything? For example, if you talk about quantum computing right now, I need to really find out a person in the world who can teach me about the quantum computing, how I can use the quantum computing in my particular area, right? How can I do a POC in that, right? I still struggling to find a person to give me a coaching on it. So what do you think, teacher, what is the difference between teacher, coach, and the mentor? What do you think about it? Do you have any idea about how we can differentiate between these three areas? So teacher and coaches are a flashlight, right? They are just talking about a particular area. For example, if you say somebody is talking about operating systems, right? So that's a flashlight there. If somebody says about the database, right? He's talking about only a one particular area. So what mentors does? They are a lighthouse. They groom you in 360-degree areas, right? So this is a very big difference about it. So people like Indra Nui, people like Satya Nadella, people like Sundar Pichai, right? They could be having a lot of coaches, but they talk about top of the world people like Jack Welch, Eric Smith, Bill Gates. They are lighthouse. They help them to come out from any emergency situation. They guide them, right? Okay. So at the end of, I'm just coming to the end of my speech. I just wanted to know you. If you need to find out any mentors, what will be your criteria to find out a mentor? I tell you about my criteria. I have already focused. These are my area. These are my born marrow areas. I will stick to these areas. And lot of technology changes are coming into this particular area. How to use those technologies? How to combine them? How to branch them? How to attach them into my area? I will keep on finding out mentors in quantum computing, mentors in blockchain, mentors in IoT, right? And try to go forward into my path, my journey, which I am following right now, and keep on professionally uh, progress into those areas. Thank you so much.